Hello, I'm Bretton, one of our MCAT tutors here at Inspire Advantage, where we help students get accepted into medical school and other professional programs. And welcome back to another episode of MCAT Bites. Today we'll be discussing the phases of the menstrual cycle, a topic essential for understanding reproductive biology and endocrinology on the MCAT. You can expect at least a few questions on the Biochem section about these topics, so definitely make sure that you're taking good Anki notes. So let's jump right on into it. The menstrual cycle is a series of physiological changes that occur in the female reproductive system, typically lasting around 28 days. The cycle is regulated by hormones that can be divided into four main phases: menstrual in red, follicular in yellow, ovulation in white, and luteal in blue. To help you remember each of these phases, you can use the mnemonic MFOL, which stands for menstrual, follicular, ovulation, and luteal. The menstrual phase, also known as menses, is the first phase of the cycle. During this phase, the endometrium, which lines the uterus, is shed, resulting in menstrual bleeding. This phase lasts between 3 to 7 days and is characterized by low levels of estrogen and progesterone. So everything is low when you are in menses. Following the menstrual phase is the follicular phase, which overlaps with the end of menses. During this phase, the aptly named follicle-stimulating hormone, that can help you remember it, FSH, stimulates the growth and development of several ovarian follicles, each containing an immature egg cell. If you haven't watched our video on eggs, go check that out. As the follicles grow, they secrete estrogen, which causes the endometrium to thicken in preparation for potential implantation. You can kind of see the thickening wall here shown in pink. So menses, we see the pink going out, you're shedding, you're bleeding the wall. Proliferative, it's pretty empty, and we start slowly building it back up to a nice big wall. And then something crazy happens. Around day 14 of a typical 28-day cycle, a surge in luteinizing hormone, LH, triggers ovulation. This is when a mature egg cell is released from the dominant follicle and literally travels up the abdominal cavity. This mark starts the ovulation phase, which lasts about 24 to 36 hours. This is another super important MCAT topic. You want to make sure you've got the term LH spike in your Anki notes for causing ovulation. And we see it. It's a spike right here. After ovulation, our luteal phase begins. The remnants of the dominant follicle transform into the corpus luteum, which secretes progesterone and estrogen. These hormones further prepare the endometrium for potential implantation of a fertilized egg. So it's assuming the egg became fertilized, basically. We're trying to make a good environment for a baby to grow. If fertilization and implantation do not occur, well, then the corpus luteum degenerates, leading to a decrease in estrogen and progesterone levels, which ultimately triggers the start of the next menstrual phase. To remember the key hormones in the menstrual cycle, you can use the mnemonic FELP, which stands for FSH, estrogen, LH, and progesterone. I like to remember it by saying, I fell pregnant. I don't know. It helped me with my MCAT. And here's just a nice other visualization of how this looks. So again, menstruation, it's very variable. MCAT, anywhere from 3 to 7 days will work. After menstruation, we thicken the wall. Day 14, we have ovulation. And what is causing ovulation? Boom, it's the LH spike. Really, really nail that in. After the LH spike, there's a lot of progesterone hanging around, thickening up that endometrium, making a nice environment for the baby. Now, let's do a quick question to make sure that you're getting what you need to from this video. If a woman has a 30-day menstrual cycle, on which day would ovulation most likely occur? Well, to solve this problem, we need to remember that ovulation typically occurs around the middle of the menstrual cycle. So we were just talking about a 28-day cycle. And on the 28-day cycle, we know ovulation happens on the 14th day. But this is a 30-day cycle. So what do? Well, we just take 30 divided by 2. We get 15. So we would expect the LH spike and ovulation to begin on the 15th day of her cycle. Final recap here to make sure that this is all sticking. The menstrual cycle consists of 4 main phases: menstrual, follicular, ovulation, and luteal, MFOIL. Each phase is characterized by specific hormonal changes: FSH, estrogen, LH spike, and progesterone to build the endometrium. This is our FELP mnemonic, I felt pregnant. And physiological events in the ovaries and uterus. Understanding the timing, hormonal regulation, and key events of each phase is absolutely crucial for success on the MCAT. And with our 4-part series, you will have everything you need. So keep watching our videos. Thanks for watching this MCAT Bite on the stages of the menstrual cycle, and I will see you next time.